A touching moment. The mayor of Tampa, Florida praises Taehyung. BTS ARMY can't hold back their tears. Hello ARMY. Welcome back to the BTS fans channel. This time, I want you to truly sink into this story. Not just watch it, but feel every second of it, slowly. Bring your focus to one point. Imagine yourself standing among tens of thousands of ARMY. A night in Tampa, Florida. The warm coastal air. A gentle breeze moving softly. Yet the atmosphere is anything but calm. Raymond James Stadium. Filled with light. Filled with hope. Filled with love. Purple dominates everything. ARMY light sticks shimmer like stars, turning the stadium into a living galaxy. The noise slowly transforms into a wave of emotion. Growing stronger. Harder to contain. And on that stage, 7 figures who have changed millions of lives are ready to give everything. BTS. Every step they take, every small movement, is instantly met with thunderous cheers. The music begins, and the energy explodes. 1 song, 2 songs, until time itself feels like it's drifting. Everything feels perfect. But beneath all of that, there is one moment that no one could have predicted. A moment that turns this night into something far greater. In the middle of the event, the atmosphere slowly shifts. The lights dim slightly. The big screen shows something different. And then, an announcement appears. The mayor of Tampa, Florida, is present. Not just as a guest, but as someone who wants to say something. Something sincere. Something from the heart. The stadium suddenly falls quiet. Curiosity fills the air. What is about to happen? And then, the words begin. He talks about BTS. About how their presence brings a huge impact to the city of Tampa. About how this concert is not just entertainment, but a cultural moment. But then, slowly, the direction changes. A name is mentioned. Kim Taehyung. And in that second, everything seems to pause. As if time itself stands still. ARMY's reaction changes instantly. Screams, shock, and emotions beyond words. The mayor continues. He speaks about Taehyung with genuine admiration. Not just formal praise. Not just ordinary words. But recognition. That feels real. He describes Taehyung as someone with a unique aura. A charisma that cannot be manufactured. A presence that can be felt even from afar. He talks about how Taehyung on stage doesn't just perform. He lives every moment. Every expression. Every subtle movement. Every note he sings. All carry meaning. And the most touching part. He admits that he idolizes Taehyung. That sentence may sound simple, but in a stadium that massive, in front of tens of thousands, spoken by a city leader, its impact is overwhelming. ARMY reacts instantly. Some cover their mouths in disbelief. Some hug each other, holding back tears. And many finally break down crying. Because this is not just about Taehyung. This is about a long journey. About every effort. About every moment he has gone through. From humble beginnings to standing on the world stage. And now, this recognition comes from a place no one expected. Meanwhile, the camera slowly turns to Taehyung. He stands there, with an expression hard to describe. A little surprised, a little shy, but also full of gratitude. He smiles. A soft smile. Sincere. And deeply meaningful. As if every word truly reached his heart. The other members look at him, smiling, silently showing their support. Because they know Taehyung deserves this. All his hard work, his dedication, the way he always gives his best, even in difficult times, has finally been seen, recognized, and appreciated. And in that moment, ARMY begins chanting his name. Taehyung. 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 The sound echoes. Louder. More emotional. Not just a chant, but a form of love, of pride, of gratitude. Because for ARMY, Taehyung is not just an idol. He is inspiration. He is comfort. He is someone who is always there. Through music. Through art. Through his very presence. And that night, all those feelings are released at once. Nothing is held back anymore. Tears, smiles, cheers, all blend into one. The moment feels so real, so alive, and time seems to slow down, as if everyone wants to hold onto that second just a little longer. The mayor closes his message with hope that Taehyung will continue to shine, to inspire, and to bring positive impact to the world. And the stadium erupts again. But this time, not just because of the music, but because of emotion, because of meaning, because of a recognition that came from the heart, and was received by millions of hearts. The night continues. The music resumes. BTS performs once again with full energy. But something has changed. There is a new depth, a stronger emotion, a more real connection. And Taehyung shines in his own way. Every movement, every glance, feels more meaningful, as if he carries that moment into every part of his performance. And ARMY realizes it. They feel it. And they will remember it forever. Because not every day an artist receives recognition like that. And not every day a concert turns into history. So ARMY, if you were there, you know how precious that moment was. And if you watched it from afar, you can still feel it. Because that feeling goes beyond distance, beyond language, and unites everyone in the same emotion, pride, tears, and love. For Taehyung, for BTS, and for this incredible journey that will continue on. So, what do you think, ARMY? Did this moment touch your heart too? Share your feelings in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, because there are many more BTS stories that we will experience together. See you in the next story.